I think he's going to absolutely dumpster stomp Auger-Aliassime in this matchup. Boys are back. Boys are back in town. We welcome you to a new episode of TWI. I'm your host, Ike. We got an unreal crew. Starting at the top, we got David Big D3 Youngs, followed by guest Jeffrey G Money Youngs, then followed by Jared, and then on the bottom we got Eric P. We got an unreal feature match of the week, but first we want to get into our sponsorship. We got an unreal sponsor this week. Good stuff by Missy. So we got an exclusive sponsor for just this week. Hopefully we can extend that sponsorship, but we want to hear from both David, Big D3 Youngs, and Jeffrey. They got a partnership with this particular brand. David, what's your favorite sweet or treat by Missy here?
Yeah, so as Isaac mentioned, this partnership is that Jeffrey and I came out of Missy's womb. She is an incredible mom, an incredible woman, and damn it, she knows how to cook and bake. I don't think I really realized until I moved out of the house for college and then as a young adult how wonderful she was to us with food. Because let me tell you something, cooking is hard. But I would definitely say when it comes to baked goods, you can't go wrong with the Monster Cookie bars. Now, you've all had a Monster Cookie, but as you become more and more, let's just say, advanced in the cooking world, in the baking world, you realize that texture is everything. Monster Cookie bars are monster cookies, and very good ones that I should mention, but they're in a bar density, like almost like a brownie or a blondie. They're delicious, great texture, moist, and every time I come home, I'll probably have 6 to 8 of them. So if I suffer cardiac arrest during this interview, I apologize, but they are fire.
Jeffrey G Money, what's your favorite sweet or treat by Missy?
You know, can't go wrong with the chocolate chip cookies.
Hot damn!
I'm sure all of you remember middle school / early high school, Jeffrey. Those chocolate chip cookies were a big reason why I looked like that. I mean, it's just tried and true, Mr. Fundamental. It's like the pick and roll in basketball. Just can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, that's so that actually inspired Missy to start using sugar-free flour, chocolate chips, milk in the recipe, and look at how Jeffrey looks today.
Lean, mean, fight machine. And David, you are also gluten-free. Does she have any recipes that are tailored to your type of stomach?
Oh, don't get me started on my stomach, Ike. But I will say yes. When I was diagnosed with celiac disease back in 7th grade, Missy took it upon herself to really explore the world of gluten-free cooking. And her mother, our grandmother, Marlene, Nana, as we called her, had celiac disease, was the first person in the family, and really leaned on her when she was first diagnosed. And, you know, people like to give gluten-free folks a lot of shit because the food oftentimes tastes like shit. But our mother is one of the people that can actually make gluten-free food not only taste like regular person food, but oftentimes better, in my opinion. So the 3 that you've got on the screen, the mint brownies, the barbecue chicken sandwiches, and the wild rice soup, those can all be done gluten-free. She's got the lockdown on all the good gluten-free flours. She's ordered me gluten-free pizzas from the Bronx in New York because she hears they use a certain type of flour. So it's pretty impressive. She invests a lot of time and effort in this part of her life, and it's really cool to see, and it's definitely reflected on Jeffrey and I and our cooking abilities.
There you go. Jared, Eric, what are your thoughts on our exclusive sponsorship for this week?
I'm really excited. I would say getting to taste the food that Missy makes has been by far the biggest benefit of becoming friends with David. Far and away. I mean, so the benefits are few and far between, and that one really stands out to me.
There you go.
I gotta give a shout out to someone else who struggles with the whole food stuff. Missy did, in fact, agree willingly, charitably, to make some delicious tacos one night when we were all over at the Young's family household. And I can confirm that those were incredibly tasty. And so if we can pay her back by having her sponsor the show this week, I'm thrilled.
Yeah. And we really want to emphasize that sponsorship. Good stuff by Missy. The Instagram page has 111 followers right now. Let's pump that number up. We know we got a strong following. Let's just show how strong that following is. Let's pump up those numbies. Let's get up to that. Let's increase it by at least 50%. Let's get it up to like 150 or something like that. We know we can do it.
Do it for my mom.
Let's get into our live rankings. Dave, you actually made the biggest jump this past week. You had a 2-spot jump. You are now in 3rd place. How does it feel making that 2-spot jump?
It feels good. Obviously, last year I started the season similar to, I would say the San Antonio Brahmas. Not great. For those who don't know, Travis or Isaac's brother Travis recently signed with the XFL team San Antonio Brahmas. We're very excited for him, a former guest of the show. But to start out, in the top 3 this year, it feels good. I mean, yes, I'm in the negative. I'm only 70 cents behind Matt Hoganson. That man has shown he does not have stamina, which I think will fare me well. I've spent a little more time in the applications for sport gambling lately. So I think I'm more educated this year. And really, we've got a ways to go before we get up to you, Ike. It's early in the year. But I don't have to say, not going to lie, they had us in the first half this year because I'm competing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if only, you would be in the positives. If only you had made a bet week 6.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. That's
a tough look when you're minus 490 with a $5 penalty.
Yeah, that was embarrassing. I was, what was it? Oh, I was stringing tennis rackets. I was serving the tennis community of Southwest Minneapolis. So
we're serving the tennis community of the world, buddy.
Yeah, you should be thanking me for my service.
No.
I have a cut on my finger. I also have to go take a pizza out real quick.
Wow.
All right.
Use your bare hands.
I'm going to start off with our betting for the week. I'm going Alcaraz in this matchup. I think he's going to absolutely dumpster stomp Auger-Aliassime in this matchup. I do not think Auger-Aliassime is going to win a set. So it's at minus 125 odds for him not winning at least one set. I'm putting $20 on this one. I'm feeling pretty confident. I originally was going to choose the under on games, but I just don't know if these are going to be tight sets. So I'm putting $20 on it to win 16. Next in the betting lineup, we got David Big D3 Youngs. What's your bet for the week?
Yeah, so it's bracket busting season out there. If you were to look at the previous record as a bracket, which I don't know if anybody would, but Alcaraz is going to bust some here. My goodness.
Whoa.
Whoa.
If you look at the previous record, like a bracket, because it is bracket busting season, Alcaraz is gonna God, Jared. Carlos Alcaraz is an incredible tennis player. So is Felix Auger-Aliassime.
Wait, what?
But they're like peanut butter and jelly, and by that I mean jelly is much better. Peanut butter sucks if you're a peanut butter person. I'm sorry, but
Wait. They're like peanut butter and jelly.
oh, they go together.
Which one's which?
No, okay. What's something that doesn't go together?
Oil and water.
Oil and water. David, you also John Travolta Felix's name when you said it.
Auger-Aliassime.
Who did he do
Adele
that to?
Dazeem?
Was that Idina Menzel? It was like
Yes.
Adela Mendiz.
Yeah.
Mendy's nuts.
And he's nuts. Yeah.
Wait, but it's Felix Auger-Aliassime, right?
Auger-Aliassime.
Okay. Alcaraz and Auger-Aliassime. So when you look at these two players, both Alcaraz and Auger-Aliassime are studs. They really are. But it's bracket busting season. If you look at the previous record, like a bracket, Alcaraz is going to bust.
Hot. Take 18. Do it over again.
I got to
Actually,
out of the
it's
private
actually
chat.
Felix Auger-Aliassime.
All right, so two great players here in Auger-Aliassime and Alcaraz, but it's bracket busting season. If you look at these two guys in their previous record as a bracket, then Alcaraz is going to bust it. He's playing the best tennis of his life right now. The legendary Stephen Nash of the Phoenix Suns did call him the best athlete on the planet. Now that's a conversation for another day. But long story short, Alcaraz is playing really, really strong tennis. He's going to win in straight sets. I'm taking the under on games for $20 because I'm at the leisure where I can bet conservatively because I'm in the top three.
There you go.
Oh,
And
David confirmed conservative.
Jeffrey G. Money, we know you are a collegiate athlete, so you will not be putting real money on this matchup. What's your take on this matchup?
Thank you. As Isaac said, I am not putting money on this, but if I were to, I preluded to this earlier, but Alcaraz is a dog. He's gonna bark. Just like I'd say, just take out another mortgage on your house, home equity loan if possible. I don't know what else there is. Max out a couple credit cards, but a mortgage. There you go, Jared.
This has been an adventure, man. This has been crazy.
But taking on Alcaraz, beating him in straights. I don't know what the line is for that, but it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he's going to curb stomp this guy.
There we go.
No, not just curb stomp. What did Ike say? Dumpster stomp? I've never heard of that.
Best him.
I don't know what a dumpster stomp is, but I don't want to find out.
So Jeffrey G. Money thinks this match is going in straights to Alcaraz. Jared, you're next in the betting lineup. What's your bet for the week?
First of all, I think we need a bust counter on Dave in his picks because it had to be at least a dozen, if not 2 dozen, uses of the word bust. I also I had to chirp Ike for saying dumpster stomp, which is a phrase that I have never heard before. So thank you for introducing me to that. I hope I don't ever learn what a dumpster stomp looks like. With that said, I don't love the disrespect of FAA. After hearing David butcher his name probably 15 times, I was really tempted to pick him outright. With that said, I think Alcaraz is just too much of a stud. So instead, I'll just take the over on games. I'm going to bump it down 1 notch just to be a little safer because I got to see a bet hit. I've missed like 3 in a row. So I'm going to bump it down, I think, to 20.5 games and then take the over on that, put $20 down on that. I think they battle. I mean, I think at the very least, FAA gives them a run, maybe a third set, otherwise 2 very competitive sets, maybe even a tiebreaker in there. So I think it's going to be a good match. I really like both of these guys.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like a 6-4, 7-6 matchup, which would hit with your bet. We got a $20 bet, correct?
Yep.
So we got a $20 bet to win $12.40 for Jared. Eric P, last but not least, what's your bet for the week?
Yeah, I tell you, I was a bit alarmed when I looked at the odds and saw Alcaraz as such a heavy favorite, and that alarmed me because I also think FAA is comparable at least to our guy Alcaraz. So I wasn't too confident on any of these lines, so I just went with a $10 bet, and I put it on the first set being close. So the first set over on games can't remember what it was, 8.5 perhaps, and put $10 on that for a small payout. But hopefully, I keep staying in the win column and building some momentum here.
There we go. So you got over at 8.5 games. You got a $10 bet. It's at minus 360. So your $10 bet will get you $2.80 in return. That'll conclude our betting for the week.
That's got to be the most crazy, wild, reckless bet Eric's ever made with a 280 return. That's one of his biggest prize money returns that he will ever have received in this betting.
Look at my spreadsheet, man. Can you see it?
No, you look at you. Never mind.
You want me to spread your sheets?
I was going to say you look at my spreadsheet.
Do up, diddling,